Hi everybody, welcome back. Today's just a little short blip. Back in the train room doing stuff. And the stuff I'm doing is pretty exciting. I'm working on rolling stock. I had some engines that were working and then weren't working and then were working and then weren't, and you know how it is. But anyway, wait a minute. Due to the wonders of modern editing, you probably don't even know how long I was gone. But anyway, before I forget, thanks for watching and thanks for subscribing, and oh boy, thanks for the comments. I'm glad that a lot of you, and I know there's people that comment, there's people that don't, there's people that subscribe and people that don't. I understand that. That's all fine. But I've gotten some really nice comments here in the last couple of weeks, and I really, really enjoy it. And I appreciate it. I appreciate all of you. I appreciate you watching and going with me on this journey, so to speak. But anyway, today I mentioned I was back in the train room, and you see this little thing here. This is that focused? This little Santa Fe, there it is. Ah, yeah, little Santa Fe F unit, and F7 I think, but real nice little engine. I was on eBay one night. I bought this off of eBay, and it's a Paragon. With sound and really a neat little engine. But anyway, it quit working. And I didn't know why, and I fiddled with it, and I thought, okay, you know, I had that issue with the consist. I tried to remove a consist. I tried to reset it back to factory default, and nothing worked. I fiddled with it for quite a while, you know, several hours. And but then I thought, well, why don't I look in this internet thing? And I did, and I found out that, you know, they have this company, Broadway Limited, Paragon. Anyway, so Broadway Limited, I think, is the company. Anyway. Some very good tutorials on the internet, on the web, and so anyway, I was in there just browsing, and I found out that this thing, the decoder on this engine, has a reset button. You push the reset button, and it resets it back to factory default. Now, how cool is that? And so, you know, I just take the shell off, and sure enough, I find the reset button, and I just push that button. And the way it works is you set it down on the track, and you take it off the track, you push the button, and you put it back on the track. And it started working. Wonderful. Now, so I really like this. Now, I also have this B unit. And this B unit, again, this was another purchase off of one of those websites, off of eBay or whatever. But and this little unit runs great. It's I don't know what it is. You know, I've got that Union Pacific B unit that runs just fabulous. It's probably the best running engine I have. And but this little engine ran good, and I thought, okay, that's a nice little consist right there with this A and B unit, or A and B, yeah. Anyway, and so I thought, okay, I want to consist these two together. Well, they didn't run anywhere near the same speed, and so I have to do speed matching. And so that's what most of today was about, trying to speed match these two engines. And the way you do that, for those of you who may not know, is there's in the decoder, and both of these are powered, and both of these have DCC decoders, and In the decoder boards, there's what's called the CV values. And the CV values on these decoder boards are programmable. And so the way you work that is that a CV value, excuse me, for example, CV number 2 is low speed starting value of, the starting speed, if you will, beginning speed, low speed values. And then CV5 is maximum speed, and CV6 is mid speed. And no one that I've ever talked or heard of has been able to explain why it's CV2, 5, and 6 in the wrong order. You would think that CV5 would be mid speed and CV6 would be high speed. I don't know. Anyway, so what you do is you go in there and you set the CV of the two engines to try to match the speed so that when they're traveling along, they're going at the same speed. Well, the way I did this was I went on to, I've got 2 parallel tracks, of course, that run through the yard. And so I ran one on one track and one on the other one, and I matched the controller speed to the engines and watched them run to see which one ran faster and slower. And then I tried to manipulate the CVs. It took me a long time. Take a look at this. So you see there, I finally got these two units to run at relatively the same speed. Now, I never did get them to run well at low speed together. Um, the A unit always starts out faster than the B unit, and I was never able to manipulate the slow speed to get them very close together at slow speed. But I thought, okay, what I want to do is I want to figure out what speed am I normally going to run them at together, and so I went into my controller. I ran them for a while, and max speed is 28 on my controller, and so I played a little bit with. Now you got to remember too that the speed that I run, first of all, is I prefer to run trains at a slower speed. I don't like fast running trains, but anyway, but I have to run the trains fast enough that they can make it up my grades pulling a train, and so I decided on that speed 20 on my controller was about the logical speed that somewhere between 15 and 20 is where I would normally be running this consist, and so I set them at speed 20 to match the speed, and it seems to work. So that's where that worked out. Now, then what I did was I matched. I set them up in a consist. And if you do that, you have to hook up some cars and run a train. Well, there must be a deer in the yard, and Chief is trying to scare him off. You can hear that in the background. But anyway, so that's where we were. That's what we did today, and I'm real pleased to be able to get back to running some trains, and I hope you enjoyed it too. Nothing real long today, but that's where we are. Thanks for watching, and thanks for subscribing. If you haven't subscribed, hit that little button down there in the corner, and you know the drill. And I really appreciate you watching the videos. So that's it for today. So, we're next time, I don't know. We'll see what's going to happen.